Hello, everyone. I am Angelica Blackwell. As you see, I become even more 2D than usual. Uh, this is just to help my potato computer cope with recording and giving you guys something interesting to look at least. If I remember, this is called PGN tubing, so yay! Anyway, today we will be doing Fit Extra. So let's get on with that. Boop. I am very excited to show you my childhood. I remember I first played this on my phone. I didn't emulate it. Someone else did and put it on the App Store. And that's how I got access to this game. I was never the same again. I am going to play the Tamamo route just to challenge myself, honestly. Cause I am experienced with this game. I never tire of the story till like the end, and you will know why when we get there. So, like I said, I'm just excited to be here. So we're gonna. Oh yeah, we're also gonna do a new game plus. Ignore the glitching. It does this sometimes. Yeah, there we go. The reason why we're even doing a new game plus, right? My fellow adventurers, is because the new game plus has a secret boss, right? And I'm really hyped to do this boss on stream. Well, on stream or like on recording in general. I'm not, like I said, this is my first time doing something like this. Yeah. Let's see. So, for the sake of hating myself, right? Let's do this on normal mode. Yay! Ah, it's okay. Warning, blah blah blah. This story is the game is a work of fiction. Any resemblance to a real person is purely coincidence. His story has ended. But what about yours? Before you write your own story, choose the vessel of your power. Okay, fair enough. Uh, a girl who wields a sword boldly. A stoic warrior clothed in red robes. A magical fox girl! Come on, guys. We know why we all here. Magical fox girl! Castor maniac. Yay! So yeah, this is having Castor, you gotta be big brain. That is my response to this. Nero made this game pretty fun, pretty easy. Uh Archer, you gotta put your big boy pants on. Castor, you gotta put your big boy pants on and your thinking cap. Alright, so I always awaken very abruptly. I don't even think I dream. Suddenly, I find myself walking to school. My headache worsens day by day until it finally buzzes in my head, like an alarm. That day, in potent numbness, I wake up twice as fast as normal. I walk to the schoolyard. It's clear, and countless 7:30 a.m. But what season is this? When I try to recall that season it is, I start to get so dizzy I almost pass out. I may wind up back in bed if I let go and faint. For some time, I've been embracing a rush of useless information. The normal stuff you see at a school, like the hustle and bustle of my classmates by the entrance. It hasn't changed. It hasn't changed. When I push the thought, my field of vision fizzles. Today, again, there's a crowd of students milling in front of the school gate, and more have been directed that way. As to what's going on, there's a boy in a black uniform in front of the school gate. He is my friend, as I recall. He is Issei Ridodo, as I recall. I remember this from the first time when Issei noticed me looking at him. He pushes through the crowd. Good morning! Lovely weather we're having, don't you think? Why do you look so surprised? We announced that at last week's assembly that this month's this month is a student council with strictly enforced school rules. He runs through his spiel as if this was the first time he's ever disclosed the information. I already know this. I already know it. I already knew what happens. It happened more than once. I seized by a headache. I'm so dizzy. I feel like I'm being forcibly logged out my consciousness. First, let me check your student ID. I shouldn't need to remind you, but it should be on you at all times. Bro, what's wrong with your shadows? It's fucking... I don't even think it's glitching out. It's just having a stroke. Anyway, my login ID is being checked. It's so obvious now. I answer clearly to the question. That usually makes me go dizzy. I am a girl, 'cause female MC looks cuter. Like, fight me, bro. Let's see here. Oh, God, no, not the name. Not the name. Give me a sec. It's gonna take me a second. My name is long, unfortunately. So, I'm just trying to remember how the mechanics work. So, let's go down here. G. Angelica. Oops, E's over here. And I realize there's not a lot of music. Like, you guys aren't crazy. They just straight up don't have any music right now. Let me just tell you, the jazziness of this series is beautiful. Okay, and then I do this. Okay, cool. And go back over here for B and do this nonsense again. A, C, K, W, E. Where's my E, bro? There we are. And then double L. Then you go back this way. Like, you could add, like, a smiley face, frowny face, whatever type of face you want, honestly. For pure memes, I'm gonna have my nickname Angie just be all caps. Because, I want them to yell at me a little. No! Fixed it. There we go. Angie, get over here! Yeah, this is fine. The characters may move a little fast, but that's just a preferred setting. We don't want to be here all day, all the time. Great. There's no telling when an emergency might occur, and it will be a help if you have your ID. I feel nauseous, and I know it has nothing to do with what I ate for breakfast this morning. I feel nauseous because of the world around me. It's repeating itself over and over, and that makes me sick. Now, for the uniform inspection. Collar, check. Pants, helms, check. And your socks? Check. I want him to get out my way. I want this repetition. Oh my god, it's one of those words today. Repetitions to stop. I push him aside and go forward. I'm not nice about it either. Next is the contents of your bag. Notebooks, textbooks, pencil box. Not even a wisp of contraband. Your nails are evenly cut, and your haircut seems sensible. Indeed, quite remarkable. You are a model Sakamara Academy student. Sorry, it took me a minute. Blech. He keeps on talking loudly, even though he's facing no one. Interesting. Okay, so I have a headache. I am shivering. I know one thing for sure. This is wrong. This is not the school I know. It cannot be. I know I have to go. I have to hurry and wake up, or else it'll be too late. But who am I awaking for? Plot? I never played with Tamamo? Ah, my headache are only... Oh, they just yeeted me back here. Uneasiness, fragility, emptiness. I want someone to explain to me the true nature behind all of these feelings. There must be a key somewhere. Something that will have the answers to all my questions. Okay, that was a little weird. A little jank. So, hello, stranger. Man, where is everyone? It's like a ghost town around here. Things are getting weird. So this was basically our classroom from the prologue. Like, I'll fill you guys back in as much as I can. So it seems to be some randos. Hello. That Leo guy. Where in the heck did he go? I never thought he'd be the type to ditch class. So the glitchiness you hear, right, is part of the actual experience. As you can see the world. Is there anyone here? No, there's no one here. So let's get out this. Leo, right, we'll see him in a minute. Basically, he's a classmate of ours. I think we have, like, 2 major classmates. Before we start anything, let's save. Okay. I don't know why the save thing is like that, but it did its job, and that's all that matters. Alright, I want to see options. Let's increase that a little bit. The voices, too. I think... Nah, that's a bit too much for my soft ears. Okay. Good. And let's do this on my end. And let's... I think we're supposed to head downstairs right now, because that's where the plot's going. And you see that boy that's running after the one with more color, the blonde guy? That's the guy we pretended to be during our... what's it called? Our prologue time. Yes. Anyway, the moment I step foot on the first floor, my feelings of uneasiness intensifies. There's this student wearing a red uniform, Leo, the new transfer student. The instant I lay eyes on him, I immediately feel intimidated and humiliated. There is someone trailing behind him, and it looks like one of my classmates? There's more than I think. The more I realize that Leo isn't the only anomaly I've come across while on campus. There are other things that seems off as well. It's becoming clearer now. There are people who shouldn't exist, students that mysteriously vanish. The fabric of reality is coming unraveled. Which is the truth? Don't turn away now. Do not turn away now. What defies the world you know? Don't turn away now. There is a reason why you're here. Come. Do not allow yourself to close your eyes from the truth. Okay, so let's head off this way. This is like a basic dungeon game. I'll try to cut some of it out so it can still be intriguing, but I'll definitely make sure to have the plot on screen 24/7. Anyway, Leo and one of the guys from my classes are talking in the hallway up ahead. The attention to detail is quite impressive. Even the surrounding air is surprisingly substitutional. And that is the case, this world in some ways more real than the real world it represents. Huh? Sorry, it just feels weird when someone just says that out loud. Anyway, what about you guys? What are your thoughts on this? You guys? For a moment, it feels like he is including me in his comment. However, Leo began speaking to my classmate, seemingly oblivious to my presence. Greetings. I believe this is the first time we had an actual conversation. Leo gives me a smile with no hostility. However, I have the suspicion that there is something malicious behind his smile. Attending school wasn't half bad. I never had the opportunity to go to one before now. In that respect, this has been quite an interesting experience. However, the time for fun has come to an end. I did not come here to play at being a student. No matter how enjoyable the detour, eventually one must return to their appropriate path. For me, the time to do so has arrived. With those final words, Leo turns his back on me. Farewell? No, that's not quite right. I don't think farewell would be accurate in this situation. For reasons I cannot explain, I have the distinct feeling that we will see each other again. So, I guess I should use the more cordial see you later. Oh my god, I forgot how pompous he sounds. Like, he's not an asshole, but it's like, ah. Well, it's time for me to move on. I wish you the best of luck. Alright, bye. Ugh. Sorry, I'll never get used to that. Leo said as much, even going so far as to look to my direction. For some inexplicable reason, I'm not surprised that Leo knew I was spying on him. I'm trying to get things straightened out in my mind when Leo suddenly disappears. Oh, he disappeared as well. The student who is following him also disappears after touching the same spot on the wall. At the same moment he vanishes, my vision distorts and the shock threatens to overwhelm me. What is going on here? I wonder if this place is the source of my unease. Alright, let's go this way. X to search. Like him, I place my hand on the wall, expecting to be drawn in. It seems now that the way to the truth, to what I have these feelings, begins right here. I want to know. The atmosphere changes. There's a doorway, an entrance. There's a concrete wall used to be. It's not something of this world. There's no doubt that this door will lead to some place unfathomable. I bid farewell to the false world and take my first steps towards the truth. Yay, we're getting teleported. Where are we going? Oh yeah, it's this doll thing. I think they call it an effigy? An entrance to another world. Beyond this door, the previous statement perfectly describes the view before me. Walking behind me is this strange silent attendant. It is to be my sword and shield for what lies ahead. A disembodied voice suddenly confirms my thoughts. Although I have yet to learn anything, I need to do something besides stand here. Yeah, this is the last time I'm going to see this room. At the very least, there might be some clues to this bizarre experience up ahead. I have no choice but to head into the darkness with only this strange doll as protection. Okay. Bye-bye, doll. Oh, wait, no, wait. We are going to the Matrix, folks. And then we head off. Yeah, I know, it's nothing to look at now. But trust me when I say, it gets interesting, I swear. See? Interesting. Look at the little lights on the side and stuff, it's very funny. Look at the little cubes. Like I said, I'm very excited. I do know in the remake, they are no longer doing like I'll show you the combat because this is the combat tutorial. Yeah, they're no longer gonna do the combat from this game. I think it's rock paper scissors. They're actually gonna go and try to do a what's it called? A card system. No longer a typical school campus. The doors and walls and air, even the aura was slightly off. It wouldn't surprise me to see a monster pop out from the shadows. It's very much like a dungeon in here. Oops, I got a weird notification. Be gone with you, society. Welcome, potential master. Ah, I know who's talking. Hold on, I need to get my water for this. Okay. With a shocking suddenness, a voice begins speaking. It sounds like it's coming from the empty sky above. If you are looking for answers, you must reach the goal now. Please step forward. Okay. Boop 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 boop. So yeah. This is gonna teach us how to collect the items. It's an item folder. You just walk up, press X, get the item. And first enemy of the game. Let's not die, folks. Before you use an enemy program. It is a program to attack on sight. Touching it will initiate a battle. But you won't actually fight it. You're too frail. The effigy given to you will fight in your stead. If an effigy ever is destroyed in battle, you will no longer be shielded from harm. To put it bluntly, you will die, so be careful in battle. Thanks! But there's no need to be afraid. For now, just do what I say, and you'll be perfectly safe for the time being. First off, why don't I explain a little bit of the battles? First off, there are 3 basic commands. You can issue battle, attack, guard, and break. Each turn in the battle is composed of 6 actions. So yeah, they got rid of this. Don't worry, your senpai knows exactly what the fuck they're doing. And since I did a playthrough before, some of the enemy programs, some of their moves will already be out. I don't remember them all on the spot, but it's like when I see them, I'll see them. I think this is really neat. It shows off all the animations for the puppet. It's a shame that you won't really see this thing. Like, you'll see it like once or twice in the future, if I remember correctly. But I think it's a really neat puppet. I like the design, and it's glowing. It's cute. Each turn you have to plan a series of 6 moves that will defeat your foe. So yeah, it's very stressful. I'm not gonna hold you. Like, I had times where I would just sit for like 5 minutes and just be sweating bullets of what the fuck am I doing? So, same thing. So, we're learning how to guard with this one, so we're just gonna guard. Alright. Excuse me. And boop, 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 boop. Boop. Yeah, I'm trying to go on an adventure with me and my unknown effigy. Boom. Another one. Oh, it's called Tracer. Yeah, all these enemies have little goofy little names. There's not much variety from what I remember. But I still like the feeling of getting everything right and kicking their ass, because it's fun. And that's basically explaining that if you get 3 in a row, you get to do an extra attack that does damage. So, let's continue off. And I think there's one more. I think there might be another one after this, just... So yeah, this is forcing us to learn how to break. So, boop, 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 boop. Never get caught with guard, bro. Like, how do I explain this? if you ever, cause like when the enemy guards, it can counter and it will fucking do damage, and it's miserable. Hard confirm. Okay, you are dead, good sir. You have been through 3 battles and have used attack, guard, and break commands. Someone as innovative and observant as you has must already noticed this. Each of the 3 attacks balance each other out, creating a situation where no attack is dominant. Yeah. Just as I covered is an absolute basic of battle, the minimum info you need to know. Once you master the basics, all that's left to do is test yourself in battle and gain valuable experience. Now please proceed. Look, man, when you see the guy that I'm voicing, you'll understand why I'm doing this voice. Oh, there's no jump button. Boo! I think the next one, Fate Extra CCC, has a jump button. All the enemy programs you faced so far only used one move, which won't happen in a real fight. Like you, your enemies will choose their actions based off the situation and general observation. Their attacks will be very difficult for you to predict at first. As you face the same enemies multiple times, you'll be able to read their tenacity and patterns accurately. So basically telling you, the more you fight, the more of their move list that you'll be able to see. So this one, if I remember, is just that. And boop. Like, it's really simple in the first few dungeons. The only ones you have to worry about are boss battles, and that will be explained in a later time. I don't want to keep hitting you guys with too much knowledge. Boop. Fool. Good job. Alright then. Please proceed to the final room. So, we're about to get our servant in this room right here. God. Sorry, I never realized the lack of music until now. Usually, I play like my own music in the background. We were just walking into the vortex of data. Awesome. Whoa! There's people on the ground. What the fuck? Alright, I made it. At the end of the very long road, after going through a door that suddenly appeared in the wall, the oppressive air of this place, where the spirits of the dead still linger. Here's my goal. That's what I thought. Okay. So, further in, it appears that someone has collapsed. When I look at his face, it was a student that was following Leo just now. I call out his name. I call out to him, but there's no reply. I shake him in an attempt to wake him up. That's when I notice he is stone cold. As I go pale as a corpse before me, I can no longer think coherently. All I can do is stare in bewilderment. It is at this moment the fallen effigy, lying next to the male student, comes to its feet with a clatter. After having to fight several enemy programs to get here, it's obvious that this thing is an enemy as well. Without warning, it suddenly twists around and comes right at me. Well, we're having a bad day. Bruh, stop approaching! Okay. Alright, let's see if I could kick its ass. I know we have a healing item, but my brain's like, bleh. So, in situations like this, I like to just go around the triangle and pray to God. Like, there's nothing else to this. This is a bit drawn out, but I think that's the point. The feeling of pain. Okay. Let's go the opposite direction and pray to God. Alright, praying to God has failed. Wait, no, oh, shit, no. Sorry. I just don't like losing in this game, because it's pain. That is our death animation. I hope you like it, because I feel like we're going to be seeing that a little bit more. You seem to be lacking as well. Well, fuck you too, old man. Alright. I can hear the sounds of a distant voice. The time has come. With your inevitable loss, I will consider this round of preliminaries to be over. Farewell. I pray you find peace in your annihilation. That is the voice final's words to me. I don't have the power to protest. All I can do is stare at the floor. I think I'm gonna die here. Suddenly, at the end of my now hazy vision, a number of brown color lumps seems to rise from the ground. Actually, it might be that I just noticed them. They may have been here from the beginning for all I know. Those lumps are bodies of an untold number of fallen Sakamara Academy students. Yeah, it's not great. It's not great. Ah. The guy before me wasn't the only one to fall. All the others made it here, died, unable to do anything. And in a very short while, I suppose I'll become one of them. I don't like this camera angle. Oh my god. Maybe I just close my eyes now. That's all. I did all I could do, so maybe it's better for it to end now. Nah, giving up feels like a dead end, so fuck that. I refuse to give up. I summon all my strength in an attempt to get back on my feet. However, as I try to move, an unbearable, intense pain shoots through my entire body. If that's how it's gonna be, no. If this is... I still refuse. Become the main character. Oh, not yet, not yet. I don't want it to end like this. I cannot ignore the intense pain coursing through my body. I've reached a point where I can no longer see the stars, as my eyes, like they're on fire. I feel like all 5 of my senses are being ripped from my body. I'm afraid. I'm afraid of the pain. I'm afraid of losing my senses. I'm afraid of becoming a corpse. And the most terrifying thing? Disappearing without a trace for any reason at all. It's not right that I disappear here. My consciousness shoots through with a wave of distortion, screaming out against the injustice of it all. What was the purpose of suffering through all those headaches? Just to fade away here and now. What were they all... What were they all for if I just fade away here and now? I have to stand up. It's okay if I'm scared. It's okay if I'm in pain. I have to rise above all of that. Because I have yet to fight of my own volition. And on my own terms. It's best girl Nah, I can't say that in good faith. Hey, you're a soul type person over there. Wait just a second. Really, just 1 second. I have absolutely no idea of who you are and where you're from, but your lamentation, your perseverance. While the other gods choose to ignore you, your cries have reached my ears. And with the god of Akanomita as my... Oh fuck, I'm dying. Ah! Apologies. Apologies. I don't know what the fuck just happened there. Let's see here. As my witness, I'll say it too early for this one to go into the realm of the dead. I mean, I'm sure this absolutely charming soul is a wonderful person. Please, can I have it? Oi? The sound of breaking glass is accompanied by a light cutting through the gloom. I managed to move my weary body and... let's see. And Aiken had to see what's happening. I didn't notice it before, but something was slowly rising up from the floor in the middle of the room. That form. Though, it appearance isn't different from a human being, but something was different. Clearly so. The power emanating from it transcends that of any human or of any enemy I face in getting here. An awesome power that seems as if it would vaporize anyone that touch it. Swirls within my body, almost against my will. Even if you weren't exactly clear why you need one, I brought you in Vulpine wife from the Imperial Tomb. You seem a little apprehensive. You are my master, right? Yes. Yay! Contrast established! I look forward to fighting by your side, my dear master. To be honest, the mighty I mean, I hope I could be a servant to someone to please you. Oh, my abilities might be a tad limited, so you might not be happy with me, Master, but I'll try my best. I mean, I appreciate it, and that's all you really need to do. Let's try our best together. Fox girls, let's go, rise! She takes a hold of my hand and helps me to my feet. From the hand she grabs comes a sudden warmth, and then a sharp pain. It's like I've been cut by a knife. On the back of my hand, as though tattooed, is the strange symbol that looks like some kind of crest? Totally confused. I alternate between staring at the mark on my hand and the person standing before me. And then a noise behind me brings me back to my senses. Turning around, I see that the effigy from before is still there, now in a fighting stance. I wince uncontrollably, recalling my previous defeat by its hands. Master, if it isn't any trouble, would you please leave this to me? I will obliterate that worthless wooden toy and erase any traces from its existence from this world. Whoa, chill. I'll show you the power of a servant. Oh, you poor doll. You're wide open. So, servants have skills. We don't have any right now. This is basically a free dub. Just to show up your servant's coolness. And effective. I'm not used to seeing Tamamo's actions. They're pretty goofy. I like them. Nice. The powder of break. Okay, cool. Wow, we were losing to this nonsense. I feel goofy now. Goodbye, stranger. Bang. Uh-huh. You're such a genius, darling. In the future, I don't think I'll be reading all those lines because they show up really fast. The battered effigy stopped moving. There's no way it's still functioning after being efficiently torn apart. Thanks to you, my dear master, I was able to win while only using 5% of my power. She continues to talk. However, that sound of her voice doesn't quite reach my ears. The heat coming from the mark on my hand grew in intensity during the fight, and the resulting pain has become unbearable and burns through my consciousness. Wow, you should have speaked up before me, like, Jesus. The mark imprinted on your hand is your command seal. It is proof that you hold dominion over a servant. You can use it to give you 3 orders that must be obeyed. Think of them as disposable strengthening spells. Ooh, excuse me. It's also proof of your participation in the Holy Grail War. If you lose it for some reason, you will die. Once again, I hear that voice. I somehow manage to ignore the pain and listen to what it has to say. I can understand why you're confused, but before I forget, congratulations. You have endured much to make it here. Now rest for a while. You have achieved your first goal. It was incredibly clumsy effort to say the least, but that's what makes it all more entertaining. I had this duty for a long time, but this is the first time I've ever seen a master as helpless as you. Nevertheless, be proud of your achievement. Your quick thinking came as a result of nerves and rashness. Thinking about it, the voice sounds like that of a 30-year-old man. It's really irritatingly smug. For some reason, I can see the owner of the voice as a priest, dressed in a somber cloak. I don't know how to pronounce that. Oh, are you curious about my identity? I am honored, but I am insignificant. I am merely a part of the system. I'm just a guide, tasked with giving a standard message and given the personality of a prior participant. I am no more than words, no more than the mountain you just conquered, no more than the record of the past. A record, so if I raise any objections to the voice, doesn't mean I won't receive an answer in return? Exactly. Well, this is unexpected. You just receive a commendation, something about you having a light? I have no clue who would say such a thing about me. But that short phrase stuck my heart. For some unknown reason, I knew those words were sincere. As for I expect good things from you, it seems more like a command than encouragement. Now, let us commence your baptism. You have proven yourself worthy of the honor. Foremost, the monitor of everyday life continues on without end. Your decision to look beyond and accept and progress means you have earned the right to exit. However, you have been taking the first step ahead. Be jubilant, young knight, for the Holy Grail War begins now. I have no idea what he's talking about. The Holy Grail War? The right to exist? That is correct. An object of great power once existed in the world, one that can grant any desire. People call it the Holy Grail, and fought endlessly in an attempt to gain sole possession of it. This war, the system you find yourself in now, is an evolution of those struggles. You stand at the entrance of a deadly struggle where many wizards will perish in the pursuit of the Holy Grail. Listen, my guy. Had I not bestowed upon the earth desire, you are merely a saint capable of committing sin. Now, fight to the death. The fiery throne of heaven will only receive those with the strongest of desires. The voice reverberates throughout this hidden chapel, as if they're the voice of a god. Kill Magi? Holy Grail that grants wishes? These questions and more swirl in my head. Almost seems to carve themselves into my flesh. In a war, a weapon is needed. That is your servant. They're the spirit that pierces, the shield that protects. A heroic spirit whose purpose is to clear your way to the Grail. That is the one who stands beside you. I look over at the young woman with the foxtail, who returns my look with a glowing smile. She is my servant. It seems you have decided, and with the decision as payment, I will now open the gates to the Holy Grail. Or, the mark on my hand, my command seal, once again begins to become extremely painful. It's over. I can't take it anymore. I'm gonna take a nap now. Bye. I reached the limits of my endurance, and my mind is starting to shut down, as I lost consciousness. I can vaguely hear the voice's final words. Now, let the Holy Grail War begin. No matter the era, deciding who is worthy through battle is a divine province of men. Magi, who have been invited here by the moon, show me your true strength. Oh my god, we should have... Oh my god. Sorry, I'm realizing Kid Me was stupid. Okay, let's save here. Okay, boop. The mirage of an everyday sloss off. A war between Magi. The wheels of fate turns. Week 1. Temper your sword. And defend the value of your life. Neat. I'll call this self-defense as we go forward. 128. Oh, that's a lot of people. Oh, fuck. Everything's burning. Ugh. So is my throat. Jesus. The sky burns. Houses collapse into ruin. People fall to the ground. Roads come to an end. The conflict started here. With this. The world will be restored. Huh? It is here where I alone have survived. Don't remember? Never forget. Oblivion is salvation in sin. Never forget. I was born from perdition. This must be a nightmare. This has to be somewhere. It could be anywhere. These events that occur in the true memories of childhood. A torrent of blood flows, and a voice resonating with the bitter resentment can be heard. Lives fade away without a thought. Friends, family, strangers, all gone. Soldiers with guns, families trying to hold together. A grotesque struggle to the last, until a single piece descends as death comes to claim them. I could not accept all I have seen. The question of why never left me. Even with the even the divide between conflict and catastrophe. Why did such a tragedy occur? No more importantly, why has this world has turned into a hell on earth? A gentle rain begins to fall. All things once lived fade away, leaving only one behind. Amidst the helpless and despair, their sole last feelings of rage and regret. The rain wets their cheeks as their eyes close on one time, dying forgotten and alone. Seeing this, I struggle to raise from the depths of death. I will not accept what I have been shown. If I could live again, I would definitely. But there's no second chances. But before long, the rain has cleansed the scorched earth. Never forget, I was born from the presentation. What that means, somehow, people don't forget it. I barely remember that scene. It seems I saw some sort of twisted, disordered dream. Okay, it looks like we're in the nurse's office. We will only be coming here like once a day, so a lot. Let's see here. With that, I wake up in the nurse's office. I must have collapsed and was brought here. So, that world, the effigy, that blocked my way, and that servant, all a dream as well? That's a little disappointing. No, this nurse's office is far from different from the one I knew. It's similar, but off somehow. Hey! Yay! Your servant's real! Ah! Good morning, my dear master! I'm glad to see you're finally decided to wake up. The overwhelming, unforgettable presence of someone suddenly appears beside my bed. I thought I was dreaming, but the ears and tail are real. There's no way of mistaking her for human. But after seeing her incredible power in the fight against the effigy, I don't care what she is. If you die, I was going to curse anyone in my sight. Anyway, welcome to the Holy Grail War. Do you know all about the Holy Grail War, right? So, I'm going to explain it to you in layman's terms. Basically, a normal Holy Grail War where there would be 7 servants like Tamamo, different classes, Saber, Lancer, Archer, Rider, Castor, and Bazooka. We have Castor, and other people have the other servants. However, due to certain circumstances, there are over 100 servants in this one. This fight will be done in 7 rounds, from what I remember, and who will be fighting can differ from, let's say, plot reasons for now. I'm so sorry. I should have expected nothing less from my master. Okay, now that's out of the way. Let's get to the important stuff. Do you know what a servant are? Okay, servants are basically the like what you're seeing here. They're basically quote unquote tools. Some people may feel uncomfortable about saying that because they're basically ghosts. They're super ghosts that can fight for you. But at the end of the day, they're basically used as catalysts to fuel the Holy Grail, so you can so all the energy is collected and you can make your wish. Usually, if enough servants are collected, you and your servant, right, can make a wish on their grail. Um, and as for this game, I think they're, as the guy stated before, they are your spear and they are your shield. If your servant die, you die. I'm so sorry. Of course you know. By the way, my name is Castor, and my specialty is long-range magic. I mean, yeah, it makes sense. My fighting style might be a bit teensy difficult to get a handle on. I apologize for that. Castor. She seems unusually outgoing, but there's no denying her abilities as a servant. Wait, if servants are heroic spirits, I wonder who Castor was in real life. Oh yeah, servants are also people from history. If I forgot about that completely. Uh, for this game, you don't know who your person is. She's gonna explain it. Huh? Oh, my true name? I'm far too insignificant for you to bother to know what my true name, master. Please, just call me Castor. By the way, my identity won't be revealed to our enemies, who could use it against us. Oh, yeah. Information is the name of the game, and literally, so the more information you have, the more stuff you can predict about your opponents, and that's why there's that system in play. This was the time where they actually took that shit seriously. FGO has made it into memes. It's still important outside of FGO though. Skill names are very goofy though, not gonna lie. With that, my servant disappears into ether. However, I can still feel their presence nearby. They must be staying out of sight when they're not needed, so their identity can't be compromised. Oh yeah, there's every time something shows up, I'll explain it. Servants also have the ability to turn into ether, as you just saw. Basically, when the ghosts turn into invis mode. Danny Phantom, I miss you. Anyway, but now their identity would be guessed by just their appearances beyond me. Sakura! Angelica! You're finally awake. I'm so relieved. You don't seem to have any injuries, so feel free to leave when you feel like it. Also, all of your memories have been restored by Seraph, so don't worry. Any Magi that seeks the Holy Grail will have their memories suppressed and are given those of a student. Only masters who manage to recover themselves are allowed to enter the main tournament. Now that you have regained all your memories, please review them to make sure that they're all complete. Regain my memories? That's not right. Outside of my name, I can't recall anything of my past. I realized that everyone around me was forced to believe they were normal students. However, I can't remember a single thing that happened to me before then. Your memories restoration failed? I can't help you. I'm Sakura Mato. I'm just a constitutional AI. My complaints were totally ignored. It seems that she can't act beyond her programming. Oh, I should give you this before I forget. Oh, portable terminal. She gave me some kind of portable terminal. I assume it's for getting messages and whatnot. Yeah, it's basically a mini phone. Oh, as a participant, you should pay attention to the messages that appear on your terminal. Yeah, I know how this works, because I'm awesome like that. So there's some days, I don't remember exactly the days, this is why you should show up all the time, where you can get free healing items from Sakura. So when you can, just talk to her. Hello, Angelica. Have you met Father Kotamine yet? Good luck in the tournament. It's a test to your limits. Alright, let's do this. I feel like we do have to talk to Kotamine. System is this stuff from before. Ah, I can hear the music now. As I said, the music's amazing. It's gone. Oh, no, it's there, it's there. Finally, the Holy Grail was officially underway. Seeing as my memories are sealed away during the preliminaries, I'm surprised I made it this far. Let's go this way. So this is the real thing. The vibe here is totally different from the preliminaries. I went up to the rooftop to get a look at the sky. You should take a look. It's pretty wild. Okay, so let's go this way. Oh, the music kicked in finally. Neat. Okay, so let's go this way, guys. The sound effects is loud, though. I mean, it's for the voice acting, so it's fine. I investigated the school from top to bottom, but there's nothing unique about it. The girl pats the wall and the floors, murmuring something to herself. We never met, but she can't be anyone but Rin Tosaka. She has a nice face and figure and gets good grades and is popular at Tsukumada Academy from what I hear. She even makes Shinji jealous. We're talking to Rin right now. Shinji is our, it's hard to, let's say friend with air quotes. Yeah. That makes sense. However, she became popular while the school was at peace. Things are different now. That defiant gaze is nothing like the vacant smile of the popular kid. The Holy Grail War. Before I knew it, the school has become turned into a battlefield. Rin knows it too. Yeah, I haven't registered it, but we're all predators now. It's kill or be killed. I have to acknowledge that as the truth, even if I don't want to. Oh. Hey! You there! Her eyes are softened as she looks at me. Yeah, you. I haven't checked the NPCs out much yet. Ah, I know a simple way. Don't you move. Unexpectedly, her fingers reach out and touch my cheek. Such thin and delicate fingers. I realize how remarkable it is that so strong a gaze could come from such an innocent frame. I forgot how horny this game can be. Especially when you're a girl. Alright. Imagine that. You're warm, though you shouldn't be. Huh? That's weird. It seems that... Huh? Cheek flushed like that? Her face is just 3 centimeters from the tip of my nose. But thump. My heart races at the closeness. Her breath exhales warmly against my cheek. Her hair tickles my bare neck. Her pat down of my shoulders and stomach seems playful compared to the hazard gaze from earlier. Transfixed, I'm unable to move as her pale fingers slide over me. Interesting. You're more well built than I have expected. Huh. You look and feel real. Maybe more real than most people. Hey, what are you laughing at? It's to our advantage to look into everything, even the NPCs. She looks behind her, scowling. Though invisible, her servant must be there. Huh? Wait, she was a master too? No, a master should be more. Wait! Does that mean... Oh my god, I felt up. She must be thinking about it now because she's blushing as I am. Ugh, how embarrassing. Shut up! I can make mistakes too, you know. Don't call me a pervert! It's pretty sure she was being addressed an off-color comment from her servant there. It could have been my imagination, or a hacker as a detailed NPC would rarely exist otherwise. Anyway, you're to blame for being confusing. You're too bland to be anything but an NPC. Nothing about a blank look as your face, even now. Were the preliminaries too boring to jog your memories? Wow. She touched a subject that I'd rather not think about, even in jest. It kind of grinds me to a halt. No way. Your memories still haven't returned? That's really not good. Once you enter the Holy Grail War, the only way out is to win. Leaving preliminaries isn't allowed. Even without memories or previous battle experiences, you're still here to fight. Oh, well, it doesn't matter. You'll be defeated in the Holy Grail War soon enough. Wow, that's fucked up. Jesus. As concern disappears from her voice, I glimpse at the real Tosaka, my opponent from the Holy Grail War. It isn't personal. She considers everyone in the Holy Grail War to be her enemy. This woman doesn't understand that she's nothing compared to you. Are you letting her say that? Unlike my servant, I have no witty response to my future rival. I just have to win. Now that I think I know what's at stake, I have to win. Well, I guess I pity you. We're not cracking into the system and destroying it. We're hacking. I don't know what's on the other side of Seraph Wall once it goes down. Did your soul get jarred after you made it to the main event? If it is lost or unreadable, then how about you investigate later? Well, in any case, you don't look like you cut out for fighting. Thanks for the excitement or nerves. Everything feels unreal, no matter if you have memories or not. You can't help feeling like you're in a dream. It's hard to win feeling so disoriented. I'm so lost. So, I lost my memories. Who am I? What's my story? What am I even doing in this Holy Grail War in the first place? All I know is that I'm a master with a servant at my command. Morning, midday, evening. Alright. I think we've been at this for a minute now, and I would like to call this a day. Thank you everyone who is here, right? And welcome to the new series of Fate Extra And oh my god, I thought there was more to it. I'm so used to calling this Extella, Fate Extra CCC, Fate Extra Link. You know, I could play those another day. Let's start with the basics for now. Anyway, guys, thank you so much, and tune in to my other things on this channel. Bye bye. Boop.